If you struggle with anxiety and you tune in, you might notice that you struggle more with that in the spring and in the fall. Now, why would that be? Eastern medicine teaches us that we all have individual constitution types. Every body is not the same. And that means that we each have individual weaknesses and strengths. So the weaknesses are kind of the chinks in our armor. Those of us that struggle with anxiety tend to have too much air and space elements. What that means is that we struggle with feeling ungrounded. That whole sensation of anxiety in the body that's just another way of describing that, too much air and space. And in spring and in fall, we have also too much air and space elements present outside very often, and this often represents in nature as wind. So for myself and a lot of my clients, I hear from them during spring and fall about how their anxiety has gotten worse. This is so true of many of the things that we struggle with in our physical bodies, and each of us does have a different dosha or constitution type that is going to determine what we have ease with and what we struggle with more. And when we know what our dosha type is, such as vata people who struggle with anxiety, we know how to bring in the opposite elements, like grounding practices, to bring balance into that. It's really critical to know what your dosha type is, probably more important than knowing your astrological sign or your human design, because it's actually going to affect things like your digestion, your mental health, your hormone balance, and even your social interactions. Learn more in my dosha course or join me for group apprenticeship.